They say some rivers do not forgive. They remember every betrayal. And if you defy the spirits that live beneath their waters, the river will take payment from your life. But this is the story of one man who refused to be afraid. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe because stories like this, ancient, powerful, and unforgettable, are passed only to those who listen till the end. In the riverland of Ogbaru, home of the Umukara people, there flowed a wide, slow-moving river known as Iyi Muo, the Spirit River. By day it shimmered like silver, by night it whispered names. The elders said the river once protected the land until humans broke sacred laws, spilling blood into its waters during forbidden rituals. Since then, Iyi Muo belonged not to man, but to angry spirits. No one swam there. No one rescued anyone who fell in, except Ikunla. Ikunla was a poor fisherman from the Ibibio lineage that had settled among the Umukara generations ago. His hut leaned like a tired old man. His fishing net was patched with hope more than thread. Yet Ikunla had something rarer than wealth. He had courage without arrogance. Every morning he greeted the river respectfully, whispering prayers his late mother taught him. One evening, as the sun bled into the horizon, Ikunla heard a scream. Not the cry of a bird, not the howl of wind, a human voice, terrified. At the center of Iyi Muo, a girl thrashed helplessly, her fine clothes dragging her down. Villagers gathered, shouting in fear. "Leave her! The river has chosen! Do you want death to follow you home?" Ikunla froze. He knew the law. He knew the curse. Then he saw her face, young, desperate, fighting for breath. Without another word, he threw himself into the river. The crowd screamed. The water turned icy, heavy, alive. Something wrapped around his legs, pulling. Whispers filled his ears. "Leave her, or lose everything." Ikunla screamed back into the water. "If saving a life is a crime, then punish me." With his last strength, he dragged the girl to shore. The moment she touched land, the river went silent. Too silent. The girl survived but said nothing of who she was. She stayed with Ikunla for 3 nights, feverish and weak. On the 4th morning, she vanished. That same week, Ikunla's life collapsed. His nets tore beyond repair. Fish disappeared from his traps. His body weakened with a strange sickness, pain in his bones, fire in his chest. The elders shook their heads. You touched what the spirits claimed. Years passed. Ikunla became poorer than before. Yet he never cursed the river. He still greeted it every dawn. If this story is touching something deep inside you, tap the like button. It helps these folktales live on. Far away beyond forests and highways, the truth unfolded. The girl was Zainab Adebola, daughter of Chief Adebola Ajayi, one of the most powerful oil magnates in West Africa. She had gone on a secret spiritual journey, guided by elders, to reconnect with ancestral waters. The ritual went wrong. For years her father searched, spending millions, losing hope, until one day she returned, alive, and with one name on her lips, Ikunla. On a quiet morning, expensive vehicles rolled into Ogbaru, shaking the dust of the village. Security men, officials, wealth beyond imagination. At their center stood Zainab, now a woman of power and grace. She knelt before Ikunla's hut and wept. "This man saved my life." The village gasped. Gold was offered, land was promised, hospitals waited. But Ikunla raised a trembling hand. "I want nothing." Silence fell. Then he spoke again. "Free the river. Let the spirits rest. Let no child drown in fear again." Zainab nodded. Rituals were performed. Wrongs confessed. The river was honored, not exploited. That night, rain fell gently. For the first time in decades, children swam in Iyi Muo. Ikunla's illness faded. The elders now say, "Gold can buy silence, but courage buys peace." Ikunla never became rich, but his name became eternal. Bravery without greed breaks even the oldest curses. If you believe ancient African stories still hold wisdom for today, comment below. What would you have done? And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful African folktales that awaken the spirit. Until the next story, remember, not all rivers are meant to be feared. Some are waiting for courage.